Sienna.
Who are you a day two of? You know the term, yo, I'm a day one of this artist or this person, meaning you're a fan of them from the very moment they're in your life. Well, Sienna just apologized to Benny Blanco. Don't know him personally, but Selena Gomez is his man. You weren't a fan of him because of his looks, but you see he's making her happy, and now you're a fan of him on day two, per se.
Yeah, and seeing these interviews and how highly he speaks of her and just his relationship advice in general, I'm on board. I see it.
Call into the show, 833-730-6377. Another example for myself, Joey Boy. I'm a day two fan of 1015, the radio station. Ooh. So back in the days when I moved here in 2002, I was hired at the hip-hop station in town, Power. And I was there for years. And then 1015, then called 1015 Jams.
Plays in the Valley's hits and hip-hop.
And they were basically made to take out the station I was at. So I was part of a show called The Nuts, and people that have grown up with me and listened to me throughout the years know I was part of this show called The Nuts, and our whole thing was to take out 1015. Like, oh, you're trying to take us out? So literally every day, it was the biggest radio beef probably in Phoenix history. Our job was to take out 1015. I hated the station.
I hated the station too.
And JD was my intern.
Yes.
So this is, you joined like 15 years ago. And JD, it was serious business.
Not only that, I mean, we have restraining orders. I ended up doing things allegedly that today I absolutely would get sued for.
Yeah, Sienna, we had a whole restraining order on our show, the whole Nuts in the Morning show, where restraining order on 1015.
I just don't understand. How does this even start, and how do people let it continue? Like, how'd you guys not get in trouble?
Well, life was fun back then. There was no phones.
It was different.
No cameras, too. That's true.
You couldn't film on a sidekick.
Oh, God, I hated 1015 so much.
Yeah, and there was a specific guy, Rico, who was in promotions. I hated him, and I ended up being his best man at his wedding.
Crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. I mean, we work here, so obviously now I'm a fan of day two. I'm a day two fan of 1015 because I love working here, and some of the people that work in this building were there when we had the radio beef. So your guy, Joey Boy, day two fan of 1015 because I hated this damn station, and here we are, all right? So there's another example. Who are you a day two of? 833-730-6377. We got Kiana in Mesa. Kiana, day two fan of?
My boyfriend.
That's how that plays out.
Your boyfriend, okay.
Yes. Long story short, he worked at the property that I work for, and I would always talk crap about him.
You just weren't a fan of him?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of his work.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah, like, is it his work ethic? Was he not a good person?
Does he have teeth like Benny Blanco?
No,
Explain.
He's a landscaper on our property, and he wasn't doing a good job. And
Oh.
He caught me a couple times talking smack to the property manager.
Oh.
And now we're dating.
And now you're dating, and now you're manscaping. Hello. Wait, how did he get you? You weren't a fan of him. He probably wasn't a fan of you. How did he get you to go out with him, or did you ask him out?
No, we're both actually going through like a separation, and we kind of clicked on that level.
Ah, vulnerable stage.
Trauma.
And how long have you been together?
We've been together for 3 months now.
3 months.
Okay, so it's new.
Okay, how's that landscaping now?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Mow
that.
it down, my boy.
He just needed some motivation.
Yeah, that's all it is. All right. Well, what's his name? Let's give him a shout out.
His name's Flavio.
Flavio?
It gets better.
Yes.
Oh, my God. It does get better, right? Oh, hey, Flavio. Well, appreciate the call, love. Tell Flavio we said hey.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely, hon. Morning mess. Who's this from what city?
This is Richard from Phoenix.
Richard Phoenix. Who you a day two of?
JD and Sienna at the time.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You weren't a fan of JD and Sienna when they
What do you
joined the
gotta
show?
say?
Yeah.
What do you gotta say?
Let's hear it, Richard.
At first, JD was a little like white boy goofiness and stuff, but now like he grew on me.
Like herpes.
And, no.
White boy goofiness, man. I'm just being me.
Yeah, you are a white boy and you're goofy.
Yeah, so that's
so
you.
it is you.
Wait, are you guys calling me goofy? Because that's like calling someone weird. That kind of hurts my feelings.
No, goofy's not. It's not the same
Yeah,
as
that was,
weird.
like, funny.
Yeah, goofy is funny to me.
No, goofy is like you're a clown.
Funny.
I'm not
Yeah.
calling you a clown.
I really appreciate it,
It
Sienna.
sounds like you're insecure about yourself.
I don't know. I just don't like the word goofy. Why don't you guys
Okay.
switch it up a little
The
bit?
shoe fits.
I'm just playing.
With your shoe fits with ankle socks, wear it.
Okay.
All right. What about Sienna? You weren't a fan of Sienna. Why?
New female on the show, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm used to the others.
Yeah.
I'm used to Carla,
Yes.
and Sienna grew on me now, so it's like I love the show now.
Oh, perfect, man. Well, we love it.
Yeah, and that was like my biggest thing coming on the show because I've never done radio, and I was like, I'm gonna get compared to Carla, who's been doing it for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And I have to step in, fill in for those shoes. It was pressure on my end too, and JD.
Yeah, you're not outside like Carla either. You know what I mean? Carla be outside.
Yeah, I came in already cuffed, so.
Yeah, you came in married.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the behind the scenes, a year before you guys joined, 2 years maybe, JD actually made out with Carla at one point.
Eek.
How the stars align.
Yeah, we were hammered. I had nothing to lose. I got to go on a plane and leave. All good.
Well, my guy, we appreciate you listening now. And we're so glad that you're a fan of Sienna or JD because they had 2 years to prove themselves.
Oh, I listen to you guys every day.
I appreciate
man.
you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Perfect.
dude.
Your favorite part of the show?
The staycation setup.
Perfect. Well, that's coming up in minutes, man. We got a doozy of a one, right, Ciens?
Yes, we have a good one today, so hang tight.
Alrighty.
My guy, appreciate the call.
Yep. Not a problem.
You know, Joey, I just thought about this right now. Remember how I brought up Rico, who works here, and how he's my day two?
Yeah.
There was this one time that I got the station vehicle towed, and I've never told him this story that it was me.
You got the station to the live station view?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you worked at Power?
When I worked at Power. Yeah.
No repercussions for any of this stuff,
I
guys.
just thought of that as he was talking.
Can we? He doesn't know about.
I don't think he's awake. I'll see if he's awake.
See if he's awake. Let's call Rico. I mean, you were the best man at his wedding. That'd be funny to tell him.
It's crazy. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun.
Let's wake up our promotions director and let him know that, yeah, back in the days when we were at a competing radio station, we got the live vehicle towed away. That's up next, y'all.
It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
JD, you have an apology to give to our promotions director, Rico, who's a very good friend, but was your enemy years ago.
Yeah, we both did promotions for rival stations, and I remember getting the station vehicle here towed.
Yes.
At a Bow Wow club.
So he has no idea about this, and here we go. Let's call Rico, and you can admit to him and apologize.
Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Mess. Promotions Director Extraordinaire, our friend Rico.
Rico.
Well, hello there, guys.
My best pal in the whole wide world. Hopefully you're not going to be too upset at me. I wanted to share a quick story, and I actually wanted to apologize. Obviously, I would call a day tour. We're talking about it on the show, how, we didn't like the person at first, and then we ended up loving them, kind of like Sienna does with Benny Blanco. So, obviously, you're my day tour. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So back in the day, do you remember when you guys had that promotion? Bow Wow was really big back in the day, and you guys had that club promotion with them, and we were super upset at the hip hop station because we put in the bid first, and then you guys ended up getting it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember when you were working that event as a street teamer, and the station vehicle got towed out of nowhere?
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, I want to apologize because I actually called that in to the police and pretended I worked at the warehouse next door to the club. And I was the one that got your car towed. And I'm sorry.
Stop lying. For real?
Yeah. And I know you got chewed out for it. I know it because I knew people in the department at the time. But that was me. I was just on my way to Scottsdale.
Wow, way to make this guy your best man at your wedding, bro.
I
Wow.
think he deserved that.
What?
I know.
Dude, had I known this, I would have never asked you to be my best man.
Rico, because now you're running promotions, but at that point you were a promotions kid. How much yelling, or did you have to pay for it, or did that have to come out of your check, or what happened?
Well, yeah, dude. Like, as you know, like, promotion street teamers, they don't make anything.
Right.
So, at the time, I was making minimum wage, of course. So it was probably, like $10.
Yeah.
That.
$12.75 from what I remember.
So I had to open up a credit card just to pay for the car to get out.
Wow, JD.
Wow,
You
JD, you're a horrible
You know what,
human.
man? I don't apologize. I was 10 toes back then.
That sucks. Do you remember how much it was?
Oh my God, it was like at least, I don't know, it was like close to $300.
Oh my
maybe.
God, JD, what a jerk.
I'm so sorry, dude. I was not a day one of you back then. I'm a day two through infinity of you now, brother.
Yeah, we'll talk about that $300.
Hey, take it up with Bow Wow, all right? Go to the Millennium Tour and take it up with him.
You know what? For you, Rico, we're gonna treat you for lunch today.
Yes.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
JD will pay for that.
What?
We're thinking
Okay.
Ren and Wolf down the street. And for you, Rico, we are going to play some Bow Wow. We're going to play some Bow Wow to relive it just for you, all right? Do you have a favorite Bow Wow cut?
No, I hate Bow Wow.
He's scarred for
On
life.
top of that, he didn't even care to be there.
That's triggering for him. Bow Wow.
All right. Uncle Rico, we'll let you get back to sleep. We love you, buddy.
I love you guys.
Love everybody.
Dad, you suck, JD. $300 for a promotion, kids, is like $3,000 nowadays.
Just inconvenienced him as a kid.
Wow.
I did hate his guts, though. I really did.
We, as a station, I hated 101.5 Jams.
So much.
We like literally would wake up early, Sienna. You have no idea. The radio beefs now. Just radio does not beef like they used to. But back in the days when I came to Phoenix, I worked at Power. Now I'm at Live, and when Live was like 101.5 Jams, our whole job was to take 101.5 Jams out.
Right.
And we did.
And we did. Yeah,
And now we work here. 101.5.
joke's on us.
Full circle moment.
Yeah, isn't that wild, JD?
It's really crazy because if you'd have told me back then I would be here right now,
The enemy.
the enemy,
This is like Devin Booker going to the Lakers.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
How pissed would Phoenicians be if D-Book went to the Lakers, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And here we are.
I feel really bad because I know he's going to text me. I know it, dude.
You better up your credit card, boy.
Because
You
I
better
remember that was a big deal at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I do feel better, though.
But now you owe him. So there's that.
All right, man. We got the staycation set up next. We tapping in with Cien's.
So we're going to check in with Allison. She thinks her man cheated on her at their gender reveal with her best friend.
Damn.
Spicy.
Yeah.
I was like, how does it get worse than JD? There it is. Staycation setup coming up next. Here's some Bow Wow for our boy Rico. Tickets to get down with the D-backs this Friday against the Cubbies. 4 tickets for those. Hang out. All right, guys, we're going to open up the phone lines, 833
730
6377. Who are you a day tour of? Popular term in like pop culture now. I was like, yo, I'm a day one. It's like when you're a fan of someone from minute one, day one, and you didn't sleep on them. You didn't wait to jump on the bandwagon. You've been riding for this person since day one. Well, what about those day twos? They kind of warmed up to you because, Sienna, you have an apology to give.
Yes.
Sienna has an apology, JD.
To both of us.
Yes.
And everyone.
I'm hopping on the bandwagon of Benny Blanco.
Atta girl.
Welcome to the light side.
Yes, it has nothing to do with his musical ability. I understand he is a genius. He's very talented. He's made some of my favorite pop bops. For me, when I found out that him and Selena Gomez were dating, I just don't think he is the most attractive. And I think Selena Gomez is a queen. I love everything she stands for. I love her message. She's beautiful all around to me. I love her. So when I saw her with Benny Blanco, I was like, girl, what are we doing here? And that might be shallow of me, but
Very
that's
shallow.
just where I was coming from. But now they've been doing these interviews promoting their collab album, and he is just so well spoken. The way he speaks about love and loving her, I'm just like, oh, okay, Benny. He is so intelligent, not just for music, not just on that side of things, just as a person. And I'm like, okay, I understand where Selena Gomez is coming from now.
So you're a day two of Benny Blanco now.
I'm a day tour. Selena, I see it. I see it.
Listen, I've been jotting down notes of this guy's these interviews. It's really good stuff. If you have been in a failed relationship or you're looking for love as I am, are you looking for love, JD, or are you just trying to hook up?
Mid.
Okay. Write these down. Here's one a snippet of the interview. Benny just gets it. Benny Blanco, if you're not a day one, you're going to become a day two. Here we go.
When I wake up, I think to myself, I'm like, how can I make Selena's day better? What can I do in my day to make her day better? Because then that makes my day better.
Okay, his voice is a little annoying, but I love the message. If you're with a person, how can you make each other's day better? If it's something simple as you know that your lady loves coffee, so you get the coffee ready. If my lady got up and set her alarm, like I know my man wants to get these kicks at 8 a.m. and they're available at 8, she sets her alarm and reminds me. It's those little things. If you did that every day, how do I make my person's day a little bit better? It's genius. It's wonderful.
Sometimes it's just a text message too. Like they said, they both have busy schedules, and it's that one little moment when they're in between on a break of it just saying I love you.
Yeah.
And the fact that Sienna blatantly called this man ugly.
Wow. Sounds beautiful to me.
Yeah, sounds beautiful to me. Yes.
He's not ugly on the inside, I'll tell you that.
Sienna really
Personality.
liked this from Benny Blanco.
And I still look at her and my breath gets taken away in so many different ways. And I said it to her last night, you're so beautiful. And I don't mean that just physically. I'm saying like you can feel it. There's like a ring, like an aura around her that exudes just like warmth.
Oh,
Yes, and I'm happy for my girl because being a pop culture girly, I obviously know that they Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez dated, and he put her through some crap.
And he's the good-looking guy.
And he's the good-looking guy. He got married, 4 months after he was dating Selena Gomez? It's this whole rabbit hole of a thing, and now I love seeing my girl being loved the way she deserves.
Joey, I've tried to tell women for so long, date the ugly guy like myself and you. You know, like, I'm telling you,
I don't want to date an ugly
matters.
guy.
Stop dating the hot guys. They don't matter.
Yeah, and he's funny too, so there's that.
Yeah, date the funny guy.
Date the funny guy.
I work on my material all night in the mirror. Like, all right, pull a rabbit out of my sleeve. You know what I mean? But Benny Blanca, day tour for Sienna. Who are you a day tour? Someone you weren't a fan on at day one. It might be someone in your family. What if it's that brother-in-law or sister-in-law, or if you're a product of having to have the relationship with your stepmom or stepdad when